So in case you aren't aware, the CS market isn't the only market for a game where you can trade items. In fact, there are many, some which you could argue are better or worse than the economy we know and enjoy in CS. We'll get into that after a word from our sponsor, Skins Monkey. Everyone knows the richest monkey is the one with the most bananas. If you want to get some bananas for yourself, check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is the easiest way to trade out your dusty old skins for some bright and shiny new ones. Skins Monkey has a clean and easy to use UI, and using my code Nalo will give you two different bonuses. First is a free $5, and the second is a deposit bonus. And even if you don't have any skins to trade, Skins Monkey also has you covered with daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways that you can enter completely for free. So make sure to check out Skins Monkey with the link below. Alright, let's take a look on the other side of the fence and check out some markets. Now first and foremost, one that I have a lot of experience with and actually got my start in, Roblox. If you weren't aware, this hit TikTok game actually has a huge market. The way that it works in Roblox is they have items that are considered limiteds. There are other items on Roblox as well that are not limited items, and those ones you can buy infinitely for the same static price. They're kind of like capsules that we have in the CSGO store. They don't leave the store for any reason, and they don't get more expensive over time. They're just permanently available for that fixed price. Limited items, on the other hand, are quite a bit different. So firstly, there are two types of limited items. The first is a regular limited, and the second is a limited unique, which is shown by this little U symbol next to it. Limited items could have started as normal items and were turned into limited items during a certain event, such as Black Friday, for example. Limited unique items, on the other hand, were released into the catalog with a set amount of quantity. While the quantity was still in stock, the item was available for a static price. However, once this quantity ran out, players then controlled the market, and they were able to trade the items or list and sell them for a different price to another player. In general, limited items are some of the most iconic from Roblox, and even if you haven't played the game, you may recognize things like the Dominus series of items or the Domino crowns. Now, the Roblox market is actually a lot different than the CS market. For one, third-party trading is heavily discouraged, and in many cases, it gets your account banned. That's very different than the trading metagame in CS, where we have plenty of third-party sites of all shapes and sizes. Now, although Roblox limiteds are actually worth cash, and a lot of it at that, it's actually very difficult and risky to cash out your Roblox items, compared to CS at least. Now, trading in Roblox actually came out in 2012, which means it actually predates skin trading in CS by a few years at that. Now, that's not to say that Roblox came up with in-game item trading. I mean, TF2 was a thing as well, and that's even older. But in general, the Roblox market is probably the most healthy market that exists other than CS, in my opinion. They did recently introduce a trade hold and a thing called user-generated limiteds, which was an obviously terrible idea. Many of them are straight ripoffs of some of the more popular limited items. So the Roblox market isn't exactly experiencing a golden age right now, but it's had its ups and downs, and I was actually part of it for a long time. One big thing I wanted to mention about Roblox before we move on to the next market is that, at least before the trade hold, it was very easy to make profit in Roblox by just trading. In CS these days, especially with the 7-day trade hold, that's kind of unheard of. It's kind of rare to see people making a lot of profit off of just simply trading item for item. Generally, there's other methods people use, like cash trading, for example. But in Roblox, without the trade hold, it was very easy to upgrade and downgrade your items and liquidate them and get stuff that other people wanted, and so it was a lot easier to profit and negotiate trades. That's definitely something Roblox had over the CS market. Now, the next market I want to talk about is the Rocket League market, and this one is quite a bit funnier. Back in the old days of Rocket League, it was definitely booming on the trading side of things. One of the more iconic liquid items, the white Zombas, were extremely expensive. However, over time, Rocket League trading and the market as a whole definitely fell off a lot. This was due to a series of really bad updates by Epic Games. Basically, every single time they would touch the market, they would drastically change something and shrink the value of items even more. In theory, the credit system was a really good update, however, it was executed absolutely horribly and served to really only kill the market even more. The endgame item shop allowed people to get their hands on rare and sought-after items for a fixed price as well, but of course the biggest failure from the devs on the Rocket League trading side of things is the fact that they're currently removing trading from the game entirely. Over time, the Rocket League market has basically done the exact opposite of the CS market and has pretty much only gone down. From my perspective as an avid Rocket League trader back in the day, it sucks to see that. The game had a lot of really cool and unique items, and all these horrible updates by the devs have really killed off a lot of the cool capitalist aspects of the market that it used to have. So let's just say that the Rocket League market won't be competing against the CS market anytime soon. Alright, taking it back to the vintage and nostalgic times, we have the TF2 market. So this was also one of the first places that I got my start with trading in-game items. Back during the golden age of the TF2 market, it was one of the most enjoyable and fun markets to trade and invest in. Now, of course, with TF2 being very similar to CS, there's actually a lot of overlap between the two markets and the items, like for example, TF2 ripping us off, but with TF2 being a different type of game, it also had a different type of item system. Now, of course, TF2, like CS, still had cases and keys, with basically the same type of item drops, blues up to reds, and of course the almighty unusual, which for some reason also had a purple coloration, much like the purple coloration of knives in your CS inventory. I think they figured the purple name of unusuals was a little bit redundant, so when they released CSGO knives, they made them red quality in-game at least. Anyway, with TF2 being a much different and more more whimsical game, they couldn't just do knives, so instead TF2's economy was absolutely ruled by unusuals. Now interestingly enough, something that's a little bit different in the CS market is that there exists a very legendary type of unusual, a one of one. These are unusual hats that are the only one in existence. One of one unusuals can go for an absolute ton of money. Interestingly, the Burning Flames team captain, which you may have heard a lot about, is not actually a one of one. What makes the Burning Flames team captain so special is partly how iconic it is, but also because the team captain hat is actually an all-class unusual, and a very sought-after one at that, which means any class in the game can wear it. Generally speaking, these all-class unusuals carry a higher price due to their higher usability. Nowadays, the TF2 market still exists, with honestly not a ton of major changes. TF2 keys are, technically speaking, even more liquid than anything in the CS market as well. There's still the paint sale that goes on every now and then. Essentially, paint sales are very similar to major sticker sales in CS, except instead of having team stickers, it's just paints that you can buy for your items. The trading system and the third-party market system for TF2 is actually really similar to CS. There's a lot of random different third-party markets, trade bots, that kind of thing. Basically just the evergreen stuff that you see in CS. Like I said, trading is still alive in TF2, but it definitely has pulled back a lot, and with TF2 just sort of falling off over time as well, in favor of other games. Who knows, maybe they'll give TF2 a huge makeover like they did CS, and maybe that'll cause another boom. Wishful thinking, but only time will tell. Now the final game market I wanted to talk about was MMO markets, or more specifically in this case, RuneScape. Another game that, if you couldn't tell, I enjoy a lot. Now RuneScape has had a long history in its market. Seeing as RuneScape has been around for such a huge amount of time, there have been so many events in the RuneScape market. Definitely way too many to go over in one video. Firstly, in the RuneScape market, third-party marketplaces exist, but it is considered real-world trading, and that will get your account banned pretty easily. So very much like Roblox, there's an in-game trading system, which honestly I don't really have any complaints about. It's just a trading system, there's no trade lock, which is nice. The big thing with the RuneScape market and economy though is something called the Grand Exchange. Essentially it's a centralized market. No matter where you are in the game, you can always count on teleporting to the Grand Exchange and selling any of the items that you collect through your journeys. RuneScape is not without its iconic items as well. One that comes to mind is the Armadyl Godsword, which used to be an extremely expensive item due to how good of a special attack weapon it was in PvP. But over time, with more availability and more competition in its niche, its price has fallen off a lot. This kind of competition reducing prices is something that we've also seen in CS. For example, when Paris stickers first came out, it absolutely nuked the price of Stockholm and Antwerp because it was competing in those borderless sticker spots. So that's a pretty cool similarity between the two markets. Another very similar comparison between the two markets is the amount of funny stuff that happens every now and then. There was an incident in the RuneScape market known as the Monkey Nuts incident. Funny name for a funny item. Interestingly though, in the UK, monkey nuts are an actual thing, and it just refers to peanuts with the shell on. One event in the CS market that reminds me a lot of the monkey nut incident is with the Ogstorm minimal wear. This thing became a huge meme on TikTok and absolutely skyrocketed in price, causing the CS developers to ban anyone that participated in the meme. Similarly, monkey nuts were also a meme and skyrocketed in price due to the popular YouTuber Critical starting to collect them. There's a great video about the monkey nut incident by Nalo, and I'll link that below. Anyway, RuneScape's market is alive and well. There are still unfathomably expensive items, things that players dream of obtaining one day, much like CS. And honestly, even though you can't technically legally sell RuneScape items for real money, I'd say it's one of the more active and alive markets that we have in general. The one final comparison that I want to make between RuneScape and CS is with investing. Investing is actually really popular in RuneScape as well. There's a great channel I watch all the time called Flipping Old School. It does a ton of investing and flipping in the RuneScape market, so he's sort of like the me of RuneScape. Now, as I'm an avid RuneScape player as well, I've also invested in the RuneScape market before, and that did not go very well. Jagex, you should have made the Dameron Scepter a little bit stronger. Anyway, that's gonna about finish off this video, guys. Wanted to do something a little bit different and fun and sort of compare the different markets that exist with our beloved CS market. Even though I've been an avid member of all these markets over the years, I'm happy to be in the CS market. I wouldn't have it any other way. That being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Helps me immensely and costs you absolutely nothing. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for the best CS2 investing tips anywhere else on YouTube. Check out my Discord server and my Twitter with my links in the description below. I'll answer all your questions completely for free as long as I have time. And of course, be sure to check out Skins Monkey. Thanks guys, see you next time. Peace.